Kelly Mill, New Year starts today. We're here to shine in every way. Be the light, we'll make it bright. In these halls we thrive, alright.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, Colts. It's so good to be back at school.
I know, our very first edition of the Colt Cast podcast.
Yes,
we're so
back
excited.
at it, Heidi.
Yes.
And our listeners can't see us, but we got a new cozy space.
I know. We're
Or setup,
feeling
rather.
very official. So
Exactly.
I know. We're happy.
Well, we're real excited to welcome back a star guest.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce her?
Yeah, so we actually had this guest on at the end of last year, but she wasn't officially in her role. So we have our new principal, Miss Moity, here with us today.
Yay!
Good morning.
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here and
Now
be a part
you're-
of this podcast.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
as the official
That's right.
head of the school now. So we're excited to have you.
We are so
and
happy to
just
have
for our
you.
listeners, we have a few start of the year questions just to kind of get to know you a little bit better and just
Yeah.
have a little fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Okay, let's do this.
If we were to peek into your office right now, what is one thing on your desk that tells us a story about you?
So this one thing is actually very sentimental, and it's also relevant to the work that we're going to be doing this year. So when I was first an assistant principal in our district, our leadership team went to Board and Brush and created legacy boxes. And at that time, we had our name on one side, and then we were asked to put something on the other side that was, really meant a lot to us, a quote. So that quote has really, it's been sitting on, this box has come with me in each leadership role that I've had and is on my desk now. And I think it does just embody what I hope to do as a school leader. And so coming to Kelly Mill, it was even more significant because, we live, be the light, be the good. And this legacy box says, be the change.
Oh, wow.
And so last year when I was really looking towards this transition and trying to find what should we do, what should be our theme, our message, and so I decided to go with be the change.
I love it.
That can be considered, if you really think about it, change can be so many things.
True.
But what we are thinking for the staff is and for all of us is to remember that impact that we have the potential
Yes.
to have just huge impact on our students and the change that we can bring daily, every interaction.
I love that.
I
So
do
that's
too. It's
my
amazing.
message for the staff, for students. It's really going to be the change. So it's right there in my
I love
office.
it.
So when I saw that
Great.
question, I thought, absolutely. The
It was
legacy
like
box.
this whole thing has been kind of leading up to this and meant to be.
right.
And I love
Exactly.
that you've brought that with you and all of
Me
your
too.
different, endeavors and things that you've
That's
done.
exactly right, yeah.
And, I think it's a really positive message too that we can embrace change and grow
Yes.
and help each other be
And
better.
change
So,
is good.
yeah,
It
yeah.
not
I
always
love
bad.
it.
It's
I
good.
love
And
it.
I love the butterfly.
Me
The symbol of the
too.
butterfly. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Little flaps and just small little changes that can have a huge
Exactly.
impact.
That's right.
That's fantastic. And if you ever get the chance to visit Miss Moity in her office, it is beautiful.
Oh, it is.
It is a beautiful
Yeah, it
space.
is. So it is beautiful. Yes, I love to go in there. It's like serenity.
It is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So, what's one thing that you are most excited to see happen in classrooms this year?
So with that change in mind and having that a positive impact daily, we set aside time every morning for our classrooms, for our teachers to hold morning meetings. And so I'm very excited to see this time and to have daily class meetings
Yes.
because we know the foundation of our work is on making connections and
Absolutely.
building relationships. And so this time to connect, to calibrate, to just have a nice, clean refresh
I
every
love
day. They can talk through things that are going on for the day so the students know what to expect.
Right.
So really having that time and when you want your master schedule to reflect what's important to you and your core values.
Absolutely.
And we rely so heavily on those relationships.
Yeah.
And so now we have some time to do that.
That's intentionally
that's
built
great.
in.
Yep, I love
and
it.
it's so funny when you visit different classrooms during this time. I mean, you really see teachers' personality and classrooms'
Yeah.
personalities come to life during this time together. I mean, it's
I love
actually
that time spent building the relationship. I think that's so beautiful. And it's
Yep.
very important.
It is. And I think it's a really valued time around here.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited to see it too.
So what piece of advice would you give to students and staff to start the year strong?
I I think it goes right back to focusing on making connections and building strong relationships because, we say for the students that, they're not going to trust and have that and feel safe until that's established in the classroom. And
Boy, isn't that the truth?
We really want these beginning days. I know I've already seen it. They've really focused on making connections, but it's also something we don't ever just coast.
Right.
We have to continue to pour in. So that will be for sure a focus. But also, we on the flip side, we're reminding the teachers that routines, procedures, consistency are also so important
yes.
It is.
now. And to really put that time in on the front end to set up structures that will help them be successful for the rest of the
love
year.
that.
Oh, yeah.
And kids rely on that.
Oh, they do.
How many kids
They need
thrive
that
when there's that
consistency.
predictability and all those
Right.
things. So we have a big night coming up next
Yeah, we
week. So
do.
we have our curriculum night right around the corner.
That's right. It's next week.
It is on Tuesday.
August
so
19th.
since we have Miss Moity here, we thought we would ask you a few questions to help our listeners kind of understand a little bit more about our curriculum
Yes.
night. So for families who may be new, can you share what is the purpose of curriculum night, who attends? Give us a little bit of overview on that.
So this night is designed for parents and guardians to come into their students' classroom. And so you're sitting in their space or maybe right next door for some of our DLI classrooms where the teachers
Pairing
are
up.
hosting together.
Good.
But otherwise, you're able to come in and just get tidbits of information from the teachers that gives a glimpse of, a typical day for your child in the class and their grade level. But one thing that I'm encouraging parents to do ahead of time is tomorrow when teachers send out their Friday emails, they will also be attaching their curriculum night presentations.
Oh,
and
nice.
so
Yeah.
that is done again intentionally so that parents have the opportunity to view the slides and really read the bullets and all of that
Right.
information
That's great.
because with 30-minute sessions, the teachers can't go into detailed explanations of everything, but the slides have everything on there.
Good.
So really, the curriculum night time, parents are invited, to ask questions and get that clarifying information. And the teachers have planned to make sure they touch on the
That's
important
nice.
pieces.
That is great.
So that everybody feels like they're getting the information that they need to help their students be successful.
And it's good to have that presentation too on hand if you ever have some things you're thinking about. You could go
sure.
back as a reference
A
tool,
question.
and then the teachers, like you said, can
Right.
kind of hit those high points and be there, to kind of give any clarity to
Yeah,
that.
I love it. Who attends curriculum night typically? Is it?
Typically, parents or guardians are
Okay.
able to come because it is a lot of information in the classroom, and space can be an issue.
Oh, that's
Those
right.
types of things.
True.
Okay.
So, what would you hope that parents might take away from this?
I hope that parents are able to feel like they now have a glimpse of, a life
Yeah.
of what their students' day looks like at school, but also just enough information to support the work of the teachers and the work that it has to perhaps happen
I
at
like that.
home.
Yeah.
And just have an understanding of the structure of the day, the curriculum that's provided, and how they can have access to those things. So
That's great.
I hope for sure they leave knowing how to get to their students' Canvas page
Good.
and look at the information that they have there. But
So a good informational, kind of a good informational overview. And, conferences are right around the corner in
Right.
October. So that'll be a little bit more
That'll be a
one-on-one.
different-
But this feels
Right.
like, kind of that big picture of what's happening in the
and really
classroom,
the
yeah.
time piece too. It is
Yes.
a time for listening and getting information and asking questions that are the questions that are for the good of the whole group.
That's true.
But
Yes.
it is not the time for individual student questions or one-on-one conversations after because
Right.
of the structure of the night.
That makes
Right.
sense.
There's a time crunch, and
Yeah.
like Heidi said, we'll have that opportunity
It's
in
right up-
October
yes.
for parent-teacher conferences, and they can have that one-on-one time.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, for parents who can't attend, what's the best way for them to get the information that they may miss?
So the Friday email that the teachers will be sending is your best bet because
Okay.
that is the presentation that will be shared at curriculum night.
Great.
So for those families, and I know for myself, things have revved
Sure,
up again. We
absolutely.
have football practices,
Yep.
cheer practices, dance classes
All the
or
things.
music lessons, everything now, our evenings are in full swing. So for families that can't attend, they do have the access to the presentations to be able to to review.
Great resource.
And then I would encourage, if you have specific questions, to do email the teachers, and then they can follow up.
Okay.
There's a name for that called a flipped classroom model. So it's a little bit like that. If you can't attend, you're getting your information right there on your computer, and you can read along at home. I love it. So, Miss Moity, are you ready for a little fun? I feel like we've talked a little bit about
Some
you.
fun.
We've
Lots
talked
of
about
business.
curriculum
Let's lighten
and
it up
all
a
the
little
business.
bit.
Business is out of the way. We've got a few fun questions for you.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, tell us, when you were a child in school, what was your favorite school lunch?
This was easy. Pizza, for
Okay.
sure. And because it was rectangular.
I was going to ask you if you had the
Yes.
rectangle pizza
Yes.
or,
I thought that was only my age, so I guess rectangle pizza.
rectangle pizza still lives.
still going on.
Yeah, it
love
does.
And we had our milk was in like a plastic pouch, and you had to make sure you.
Oh,
yes.
interesting. I've never seen
Okay.
that. Like a Capri Sun type
Yes.
situation.
Oh, that's
Wow.
That's kind of fun.
That is cool.
We didn't have that in Cobb County.
No.
What is a book you could read over and over?
So I really, really enjoyed the Dare to Lead book that I read last year.
Oh.
And I already feel like I would say that one
Yeah.
because it is one that supports professional and personal, and just it's
Do
been
you
helpful.
feel like you get something different from it each time you pick it up?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was something that was
Yeah.
shared years ago, and I think I participated in a book study that we worked through bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
And then another summer, I went back and read the whole thing front to back. And then last year, worked through with a book study again. But I still feel there are things to take away.
Different
that help
takeaway
me for
each time.
sure
That's good.
as a school leader, but also as a person.
Well, and for our listeners who don't know, we are actually going to have a book study for teachers to
Oh, that's
participate with
great,
that
you
book.
guys.
With our assistant principal, Miss Callahan's going to be leading that. So we'll get to dig into that book as well. That's
Oh,
cool.
I think that's really cool. Awesome.
What is your dream vacation spot?
That's
For
a good
me,
one.
it's the beach.
Same.
We always try to go to different ones. We have not ventured to Bora Bora, but that's on my
sounds
bucket
list.
list. I don't know that I'll be able to convince my husband for that flight.
yes.
That's the deal breaker right
Yeah.
now
Right.
for probably all of us, but it's because it's a long one.
Do you
But
have a
any
favorite
vacation.
beach, though, that you have visited? What would be your favorite?
Turks and Caicos.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Love it.
I love it, too.
What is one word that you would use to describe this school year so far?
One word. I think joy would be my word
yeah.
because
I would agree with that.
when the teachers came back for the first day, the energy was there, and to see everyone connect and just be excited to see one another, but also to start the work, that brings me joy. But also then fast forward to open house when the building was filled with children
Right.
and their joy,
Yes.
and then these first couple days of school. So it's been, we've had a lot to celebrate.
know.
Lots
I
of
agree.
smiles
I do
in the
feel
morning.
like
Yes.
So
I know at
joy.
our open house, there were several parents that were excited to meet you. They would, stop people in the hall. I'd love to meet Miss Moity,
Yeah.
and if we didn't find you, I can't tell you how many people said, I want to just tell her thank you. This has been a great start. This open house has been so wonderful.
That's beautiful.
So-
It was very smooth.
yeah, and just like you said, the joy was in the building.
Right.
Parents were just cheering on Kelly Mill, and we're so excited,
And I think
to
that
have you
happens
join
when you
us
get
and-
the kids in here. It's just,
It was great.
They're infectious. And
I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you for joining us again on the
It's
Colt
been
Cast.
amazing. Yes, thanks
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Yeah, we have for our listeners just a few details that we want to
Yeah.
make sure that you guys know about. So we talked a little bit about our curriculum night, but just to put a few details out there for you. Again, it's August 19th, and we're going to have a session 1 that's from 5 o'clock to 5:45. Then you're going to shift into a PTO meeting from 5:45 to 6:15. And then if you did not make it to session 1, we have a second session from 6:15 to 7 p.m.
So you only need to attend one
One session. They're repeat repeat performances,
Yeah.
if you will.
Okay.
With a PTO meeting in the middle.
Awesome.
Good. In 45 minutes, that's great. 'Cause
Yeah.
In my mind, I thought they were only having 30 minutes.
By the
45,
time they
that's even
transition
more.
a little bit, but yes, they'll
Right.
definitely have a little bit more time in the classroom, which is great.
I do. I think that's great too. And something that's also great, you guys have heard of the Bald Ridge Lodge?
Yes,
We've
yes.
partnered with them before. It's an amazing nonprofit.
Yep.
It is a group home for boys from 12 to 21, so that are have been in the foster system, or they're homeless. It's just an amazing organization. And Kelly Mill is doing a Let's Roll Into Giving for curriculum night.
Let's roll into
Let's do
giving.
it. Yeah, and might not be kind of the rolling you think, but we ask you to bring a roll of toilet paper or paper towels.
fun.
Come bring that to curriculum night, and we're donating that back to this fantastic place in our community, the
Yes.
Bald Ridge Boys
Yeah,
Lodge.
so come on in with your toilet paper and paper towels.
Do
It
it,
doesn't
yes.
feel right to say, but it's going to a great cause.
It really is. There will be a table set up in the front lobby for you guys, so please
Roll
do
on
that.
in.
That's
Roll
it.
on in. I love it.
Live to give.
And then one more thing for the listeners, our after-school clubs are really popular here at Kelly
they
Mill.
are. Yep.
So they're starting next week, and we have something that's a little bit different this year. So if your child is participating in a club, he or she has a old-fashioned paper permission slip that needs to be signed and brought back to school before they're allowed to stay for their club. So if your
Super
child's
important.
in a club, look for that piece of paper. It could be crumpled
Yep.
at the bottom of the backpack. I'm not sure.
But
you
you
need to have
need to
that
sign it. That's
returned
correct.
before they can stay. You can visit the Kelly Mill website too for the description of our clubs. We might have a few openings left.
If there are any open spots, check the website. Check school pay. That'll show the open site, open slots.
That's
on
just
school
something
pay.
a little bit new if you are familiar with our clubs. And if not, go ahead and get involved. They're fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we're
guess
going to
that-
roll right out of here. I
guess.
think that's the end of our
But I'm
first. Yeah, I know. I'm here for it.
I love it. This has been great. It's
it
so nice to be
has.
back.
Yeah.
Thanks, ladies.
Yeah,
That was
thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you for joining us.
Spread the word. Until next time.
We are Colts Who Care. Connected, accountable, respectful, and engaged. Peace.